I want to take an opportunity today to talk a little bit about a really neat project we had in the shop here. Some things we did to the car and how it did this weekend at a local car show. I want to first off introduce the car. It's a 57 Chevy Bel Air. It has a supercharged LS-A motor in it, 6-speed Tremec transmission, and a bunch of modern upgrades to the car. With that being said, I'd like to talk to each one of the guys that had a part in the car and getting it there this weekend to the show, and let them explain a little bit what they each did to the car as we had it here to work on at Vetting Customs. Josh, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, so me and the paint guys, we went through it, fixed up some chips and stuff. The hood we had to repaint. It's a custom color, custom made color. So it was a little bit of work getting that figured out and sorted out, but we had to fix the hood. Just some chips and bumps and stuff from using it. And then we had to go through some panel adjustment and kind of get the fenders and hood and trunk just dialed in just a little bit better. I mean, the car's super, super nice, but you know, there's always a little bit of room for improvement. So we kind of went through all that.
Yeah, and that was kind of what the customer had brought it to us for, was the touch-ups and the panel adjustments. And I guess your biggest hurdle was trying to track down what color the car was actually on, because it was built in Florida.
Yeah, the guy who built it custom made the color himself in shop or in house. And then the next hurdle was they actually discontinued the paint line. So there was no more toners available. So I worked with the original builder, and we got it figured out and got enough to get the job done. But
yeah, I would say that was the biggest thing that you had talked to me about was getting that done. I mean, the body shop killed the paint job on the car and all the adjustments, and obviously it reflected how we did this weekend showing this customer's car. Matt, what did you guys do mechanically in house to? I mean, it originally came for the transmission.
The car came here for a transmission that the Tremec 6-speed that's behind it now is a upgraded one from Bel Air. The customer wanted to make sure that with all the power that's in here, the ZL1 driveline that's in here, he had some upgrades done to that. And the Tremec didn't stand up to it right away, so we had to put a built one in. And some of the other odds and ends that we had to do is get his radio dialed in, some of his optional features that weren't on a 1957, like the touch and go, getting that to work right with the door locks and everything else, so that the car can be driven again. Otherwise it was kind of dead in the water, really. But put a new battery in it and some other minor electronical upgrades, if you will.
Some small gremlins, I guess, that he's been had through the years.
Gremlins would be the word to use.
From what I'm gathering, the car's been built for about 10 years now, and it's just some little things that he's had hard time finding different shops to help him, and he ended up stumbling upon us because the story was he was screwing around and blew sixth gear out or something.
He missed a gear, from what I gather. Doing a little more than 55, from what I hear.
Yeah.
But that happens.
And you too, Matt. I guess one of the big things was all the phone calls and getting in touch with these people that got parts in this car too.
The level of the car that is built at, and you're playing in a different league once in a while with some of these guys that aren't used to working with a small shop such as ourselves.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they were all very helpful to try to get this car back on the road for the customer. Yeah,
and I think we established some new relationships too along the way, right?
Yeah. For those people are, I guess I'm now on a first name basis with some of them.
Right.
Which is a little bit unique, but it's all part of growing.
Well, it's nice to know when you call, at least they pick up the phone, right?
Yeah. We haven't had an issue there yet.
Right.
So Keith, what did you all do to help get the car ready and stuff for the event we attended this past weekend?
Well, John and I did a hand wash on the whole car, dried it off. Then there was just some dirt and stuff on the carpeting, so vacuumed that off. Did a quick wipe down all the trim in the inside of the car, wiped the door jambs down. And then once we got to the show, hand wax, quick polish on all the
There was a
chrome.
lot of time though with you guys getting it wiped down, and you know, the engine compartment was kind of neglected from him having it stored all winter.
Yeah.
But you guys really spent some time getting it cleaned up, and I know you had a part in, we did some battery replacement stuff and some electronics for him also. So I mean, there was some time you guys had in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just a show car. You know, for what you guys did, it is a daily driver for the customer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he uses it.
Yeah.
He cruises it. So, John, you got a little something to add to helping out too on this project? I mean, you were here late on Saturday night helping it get it cleaned up, right?
Yeah, like 11:30, 12. We were here getting it all ready and making sure it was perfect. Keith was on my ass. On my ass about.
That's okay.
Keith was on my ass about just making sure it was good. He was looking over a car, showed me a spot. If it was cloudy or dirty, he made me wipe it off and just made it look perfect for the customer.
Well, with that being said, I think the perfection and what everybody put into it really came true this weekend. As you can see sitting next to me, the car ended up getting best in class in its division, and then overall best of show out of all the cars that attended the Kiel Car Show this weekend. So we just wanted to put together a little short video. We're really proud of what we did here. We're proud of how the car performed. And Matt had talked to the customer yesterday after we got back from the show, and he's just ecstatic, and he wants us to continue to help him out and show his vehicle at some more local shows, and hopefully it'll turn into some bigger events that we might attend also. So I'd like to close with that and thank everybody for watching. And I really want to thank the guys here. Without this, I can't do this. We can't do this as a team. And we got a great group of guys here, and everybody's got their own little niche. And when we put it all together, the results are just phenomenal.